Okay, it's David Shelton, broker at Century 21 Advantage, and today we're going to bring you another episode of Real Value. Hey, it's so good to be with you today. We're in a season of change. It just changed. The clocks changed back. And so for some people, that was a good adjustment. For others, it was a difficult adjustment. Quite frankly, we're here in the northern Midwest, the northern plains. And it gets dark about 4:30. I'm having a little bit of an issue with that. But the days are shorter. It happens every year the same way. So when am I going to get used to it? I started thinking about change, and there's loose change in our pockets and in our cars, right? The first time I really thought about change was when I had to start changing diapers, right? Started having kids, and that was a change. That was a real change. But as life presents us with challenges, there's also opportunities to overcome those challenges, to navigate through those waters. And so today, as the seasons are changing, the time has changed, circumstances in life change. We've got a relative that is at the end of his life, and through unfortunate circumstances, has been in critical care, and that time is about to end, and he's about to go from this life to the next chapter, right? And so that's a big change. We've had friends this year also passing, right? And some of those moments of passing is joyful, and other times it is really tough to try to reconcile young age, death, and so much to offer, those kind of things. And some it's like, they're out of the misery, whether it was physical misery or emotional misery. They're at least at rest now. That's what oftentimes we comfort one another with. But others are struggling with today, just being alive, navigating through economic difficulty or uncertainty, right? And a lot of us, we just long for certainty. Just give me what's for sure. And quite frankly, what's for sure is the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west, and the things that happen on a daily basis, man, sometimes they just come at you from so many different directions. To be prepared for that internally, to be prepared for that spiritually, to be prepared for that economically. We're getting a lot of messages, all of us are, about, hey, you should have 6 months of savings or a year worth of food, or have some gold and silver, or have this or that. As stock markets are doing things, retirement accounts are doing things. Some of us don't have retirement accounts, and that's an issue, right? We don't know if Social Security or Medicare or those things are going to be there or be reliable. We have a lot of uncertainty around us and a lot of changes going on in front of us and around us as well. I can encourage you, one thing for me is to be steady through all of this. In the business that I'm in real estate, it is a big thing. Healthcare, which I used to be in, it's a big thing. How's my health? How's my home? Am I losing value? Am I going to gain value? I don't know if I can afford to keep the payment up, or the new taxes that are coming in, or what I'm hearing about the cost of energy, right, with electricity or natural gas. I need some advice. I need someone to lean into and to be able to navigate through these waters. I can't imagine what it would have been like for Columbus when he crossed the ocean. He had a vision for where he was going, and he took off with a plan. But a lot of people were going like, hey man, you don't know what you're talking about. And there were some attempts, but man, crossing the ocean, not seeing land anywhere. Can you imagine that? It would be crazy. And yet, you know one thing's for certain. The sun comes up in the east and it sets in the west. So if you need to change your perspective, change where you're going, or making sure that you're going in the right direction, those things help. So too in life. And what you're going through right now, what we're going through right now, what we're going through together right now requires us to refocus, to know what's constant and regular so that we can keep our lives in the right perspective. If you want someone to speak with, and if this resonated at all with you, please give me a call. It's not about real estate. I've got a direct number that's 605-906-8976. My name is David Shelton. A lot of you have seen me for years. We've had great conversations. We've talked about everything from real estate to what's going on in our economy, to what's going on in so many aspects of life, living in South Dakota, living in Sioux Falls, living elsewhere, vacationing, family, friends, all of these wonderful things. But right now, my friend, you may just need a friend to talk to, and I want to be that friend for you. So please give me a call anytime. We want to bring you real value in real ways that are really relevant. Thanks.